windy day on this little bay today. A windy bay, Rory Gallagher, remember that? Oh. Yeah, so could have gone for a ride this morning, but woke up with a lower sore back, so I can't bend over very well. I can walk alright, so that's why I'm out here walking and not riding. Yeah, so just got a bit of a message today. As soon as I'm not riding, I'll have a bit of a yarn, yak, talk, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm walking sort of just out, sort of in the bush at the moment. Yeah, so exercising, whether it be walking, running, canoeing, whatever, you know, exercise. It's good for your happiness. You know, stress levels go down, happy hormones go up. So it's so important to exercise regardless of what the kind of exercise it is, but try and find something you enjoy. You know, it's no good doing something that you're not going to keep up. You know, people have these New Year's resolutions every year and just break them within a month or so, you know, because it's not fun, too hard. But do something you enjoy, get you out in the great outdoors out here, look at the clouds, yeah, just get out here and do it. Yeah, so for today, like, I'm walking, but you think about running for 30 minutes, that lowers your depression rate by 26%. So if it's windy and you can't hear me, I said running lowers your depression rate by 26%. That alone is amazing in itself. And exercise reduces like stress, of course, which is your cortisol level goes up, which is bad. Cortisol is a stress hormone. It's a hormone that reacts with your body, causes all sorts of damage. So yeah, you want to keep the cortisol levels down. A little bit of stress is good, but not long-term stress. You got to try and find a way to eliminate this. Of course, I'm not saying this is a professional. It's just my, what do you call it, time of being alive. I've sort of come across these things, and plus, you know, told by doctors and what have you. So yeah, up to 26% depression if you go for a 30-minute run. So walking, maybe an hour, does the same thing. Yeah, the reason I'm bringing up this today on this walk, I know it's a cycling channel, but I couldn't ride this morning back, as I said. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because the town we live in, Whyalla, it's a small country town, and it relies on two main industries, and that's mining and steel exporting, steel manufacturing. And our little town Whyalla is going through a really rough patch at the moment. I'm not going to name names or companies or anything, but there's a guy that owns this steelworks here, and he's sort of like letting it run down a bit. I won't go into too much detail, it's probably all over the news, but anyway, people of the town and everyone associated with these, like contractors that go in there and do their work, are having a hard time because he's not paying his bills, and this town so relies on it. So I know a lot of people are struggling at the moment because we're having redundancies. Where I work at the moment, there's going to be another 200 redundancies by the end of this month, which is January 2025. Just so it's relevant in another 10 years, this video, I had to say that. So people are struggling, You know, the rates of trying to commit suicide are going up, and I know exercise ain't going to fix everything, but it's a bloody good start, you know. I'm affected straight on from these redundancies and what's going on in this town, and I mean, it's not just this town, it's affected by it. People come from 500 kilometre radial circle, so take two. People come from like 500 kilometres to work in these places, and it's affecting their lives, their families. So yeah, this town's definitely not alone, and the thing is, it's going to affect probably the world eventually, because the quality of our steel is up there with the best in the world, and if we're not making that anymore, buildings and bridges and everything's going to be made with crap steel. There, I said it. So we really need to protect this industry and look after the people of this town. I mean, this town's been through so many ups and downs, and we battle on, and it looks like we're going to do it again, and it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better, and I'm hoping it gets better. Yeah, people have got like massive mortgages and kids going to school. They can't just go somewhere else. They've made a career in this place. So I hope you can hear me with this wind. It's pretty strong. You won't be able to see it on the GoPro, but there's ships right out there. They're waiting for ore that we're not digging out of the mines at the moment because we're not getting paid. So to the owner of the steel works, come on mate, come on mate. One of the old boat ramps in Whyalla from a long bygone time ago. But yeah, it's beautiful down here. People look at this and think it's just swamp, but it's actually quite great. This is where it all happens for the marine life. Yeah, quite beautiful. I know we were down here the other day on the bikes, you would have seen, but I do love it down here. During the day it's better, of course. Too many mozzies at night. I'll just have a little bit of a sit down here and have a bit more of a chat. I hope I don't get eaten by these ants here, these bull ants. As you can see, we were here the other day, and all those tubular roots, they were all covered in water, so the tide's a little bit out today, but it's still beautiful. So as soon as you get near the water, it just feels so much cooler than walking inland. Obviously you get the cool breeze coming off the sea. I don't know if you can see them ships now out there. They're the ones I was talking about before, waiting for the ore. But yeah, old seat out here. I don't think you want to sit out here too long. At the moment we're coming up to February, and for some reason the bloody march flies are coming out and they bite. Whoa, do they bite. I had one on the back of my leg a second ago. It's not even bloody February yet and the march flies are out. Go figure that one out. I don't know what's going on there actually. Anyway. Yeah, I walked down just only to that edge there before. That was all up to there, so it gets probably another metre deeper there from the other night. I just reckon it's great walking through here, seeing all the life, crabs, No sharks. I can never see a shark. I want to see a shark. Yeah, so look after your health, look after your mate, look after your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, because you never know what people are going through. They might hide it really well behind a smile. You don't know what pain they're in. Yeah, just be kind to people, treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the way I live anyway. Try to. Sometimes you do get pushed just a little bit too far, but you got to let them people know as well. Then they might start treating you good, because they might not know that rule. Treat people the way you're meant to be. Treat people the way you like to be treated. Not everyone knows that rule. Right. So yeah, through my experience of being alive long enough, I've always got another job. You know, you can always find another job, especially if you're young. Life's ahead is full. Yeah, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Like, imagine if the worst, took your own life, and then in a year's time, if you were alive, you would have seen some amazing things happen in your life. You never get to see that. This is why it's so important to go seek medical help. Don't be embarrassed about it. This day and age, mental health's nothing to be embarrassed about. A lot more people are experiencing it from all walks of life. Don't think you're low because you're lower than anyone. Everyone goes through it. I mean, I'm feeling a bit anxious about the future here. You've got to keep living. You've got to keep pushing. Like I said, I've lived for 55 years not worrying about where my job's going to come from, and it seems to always work out if you keep a positive mind. Stay on top of that, be on guard of your mental health. Most definitely. But yeah, go and see some professional help if you need it. Don't be ashamed. Yeah, just got back from that walk and got to go to the shops now. But there is one thing I just want to say about this. I've noticed most of my viewers are from people that aren't subscribed to my channel, and I don't know if you know, but it costs you nothing. I don't know why they call it subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just pressing a button. But basically what it does is it helps my channel out. I don't get paid for doing any of this, but I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy talking to you guys and the process of it all. But yeah, maybe, you know, if you do press subscribe, it will help me out in the future. Maybe give me a little bit of money back, help me buy cameras and stuff that fail on me, like GoPros do. So yeah, if you can give me press that button and subscribe, that'd be awesome, because yeah, like I said, it doesn't cost you nothing. Alright, thanks guys. Press subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next video, and I will be back on my bike by then. See ya.